Alright, it is time for day 9. I have kind of decided that for Pirate DLC, I'm not really too worried about getting perfect Sandhawks, because realistically, if I wanted one just for testing purposes, I'd probably just get one from a different character. This character is probably just going to be melee through and through. We're going to push Pirate DLC, and then we're just going to try to wipe as many OP10 raid bosses as we can. Yeah, that'll pretty much be it. We'll probably do a separate video about Sharing is Caring and Elemental Equilibrium against raid bosses. Some of them cannot be melee killed because Death Trap just doesn't try to melee them. But if we can find ones that he does go for, we'll definitely try those. Let's go. Alright, cool. Pirate DLC is done. We can go ahead and try Hyperius. Master G is probably doable if Hyperius is doable, but he would just be kind of a slog, because we would just have to sit there and just deal with worms and then pull him into it and then deal with worms and then just repeat until you could actually melee him. But if we get that shield down, it's a guaranteed win. So we might just crush him instead of actually doing the fight properly, because if Hyperius goes down, he does. Okay. So our first question really is, can Death Trap melee him? So we're going to go ahead and speed up time here to get our cooldown back. Slow it back down. Okay, he can't melee him, so this is not one we get to test, unfortunately. But that is good to know. We might not actually get to fight him until he's, like, completely without robots. That's kind of terrifying. Yeah, he's just gonna have to be Gamer Rage the whole fight. Okay, that's fair. Alright, let's dance. I'm ready. And got it. Cool. So the answer is yes. That was really easy. Even if I had to enrage him to actually get the fight to go, we still did it. Also, while we're here, we have a thing to test. So yesterday we tried messing with how Death Trap shields would interact with our shield to give us overall more health. But apparently, there is a bug in vanilla where if you have Death Trap with an evolution, it actually gives you more max health. So if this is correct and this works with this one, then that means that, let me cap out our health here. So we're at about 10 mil, summon Death Trap. Okay, now we're at 14 mil. Wait a little bit. Seems like he might have died. Alright, so summon. Do it again. Do it again. Okay, so yeah, it looks like basically if we wanted, we could just summon infinite Death Traps and just stack health about as high as we would want it to go. So yeah, infinite health feels OP. Feels nice. Alright, so OP10 Terra, it's gotta be like UVHM Terra, just a little bit longer, right? Also, like, high risk of getting knocked off the map. Okay, yeah, he's a little more chonky, but overall it should be about the same fight. Okay, might make it a little more difficult. Let's go ahead and just respectfully leave. The main problem with fighting Terra is just trying to figure out exactly how aggro you can be as a melee character. Because on one hand, I need to respect the fact that the boss can just delete me. On the other hand, I don't want to deal with fire phase. So, like, you know? Why are we in fire phase? What was that? There was no warning. Like, that was just... Alright, we're here now, I guess. I think he's a little confused about his cycling. Okay. Okay, and now they're gone. And now we're on Masher. Okay. I think the answer is going to be, yeah, you can melee Terra to death, but do you want to? Okay, third fire phase, sure, I'm down. I want to note, he hasn't done a single black hole phase yet, but he has done 3 fire tentacle phases. What is this unfortunate state that I find myself in? And they're gone. Well, I'm not worried about the black hole phase. It's just that he's supposed to follow a cycle for the first set of damage that you do. So it's supposed to be, you know, like a couple phases happen, basic tentacles, your rock tentacles, some lasers, some more lasers and spikes thrown together. You get like the fake fire phase, you get a little masher phase, and then you get like the fire phase. And then like something else happens, and then black hole, right? But that was fire phase, questionable phase, and then fire phase again. Which also means I don't know when he's gonna black hole now, and I'm kind of scared of that. Because, like, this could be it right here. It's not, it's a spike tentacle phase. It's back to rock tentacles. So his fight pattern reset? Question mark? No, dude, okay. Alright, so you could fight OP10 Terra with melee. It is completely possible. We've clearly shown that it's possible because we got him down to half health and we were doing fine. The only real threat we had was getting knocked off the edge. And the fact that his health bar, or not his health bar, his cycling was wrong. Because he threw out 3 fire phases, he didn't throw out a single black hole phase, and then he went right back to like the start of his pattern, right? So you can't. I don't really want to anymore, because I don't know what that was, but you can. Okay, I gotta try it, right? Oh, thank goodness. Sweet. Okay, so we are going for Brood to get ads to revive off of if we need them. Then we're going for probably Helianth, and then we'll go for Incinerator. And then we'll go for Brood, and then we'll go for Boost. You know, I think we're just going to try to focus down Brood. I feel pretty good about the amount of damage we have. Someone else is on the board, isn't... Nope. Okay, good. Alright, sweet. Now, give me Helion. Boost landed somehow. Okay. Okay, boost landed again somehow. May I have the funny? Why? How? What? Like, that trap isn't even alive anymore. What do you mean? Okay, cool. So now it has to be Helianth, right? Like, if I only shoot Helianth forever, you're gonna land, right? Okay, cool. Alright, cool. That just leaves Incinerator. Alright, cool. So we can Dragon. I'm not ready, but I'm ready. Dang it. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Did we just luck out really, really hard? I'm terrified to draw his aggro, but I want to deck him across the face. Okay. We won by technicality. One of our dead traps got stuck in a wall and drew aggro the entire time. So Vora literally just couldn't do anything. But we were still able to get decent little chunks off of him. It was just timing my shots, or maybe I should have had a Herald to swap to so that I could get healing from a distance. Stuff like that. So it is doable. It would just be an absolute nightmare. I really like this character overall so far, though. I think we just have... what? Just Ton of Craw to do? Just to test it. And then that'll pretty much be it for today. We're just gonna see what the not raid boss is like. Oh, he has a Wilhelm type thing around him. Okay, we're gonna draw a conclusion. Question. Could you fight Son of Craw if he was a raid boss? Yes. Probably. Would it be really annoying because he has Wilhelm knockback? Yes. 100%. And I think that alone is a very good reason to not try it. Let's just go see what raid bosses that trap can actually punch. Like, are there any? Because he definitely could not kill Hatterax. We know that. He definitely can't melee Terra. We know that. He doesn't even try to melee dragons. He didn't even try to melee Hyperius or Vora or Pete or Craw. So the only raid boss we haven't really fought that I think he might try to melee would be Vermi. But I highly doubt he melees Vermi, right? I didn't realize that swung so much. So I guess we're probably done. Now, unfortunately, this means that Death Trap does not try to melee literally any raid boss at all. I could try to find a boss or two that might be a little thick that we could try putting him against, but he's just not going to fight anything, which feels really bad because I did want to test out the Death Trap build. I'll probably do one more video where I just go over what the Death Trap build would be like, just to cover it, and then give a more overall view of the mod itself. But yeah, that's it for today. So we were capable of doing with pretty much every raid boss. Hatterax and Son of Craw, obviously those two we did not do because those would be a basic gunfight, which is not really like special to the character. That would be the same thing you do as like Maya or like Axton. Not really Zero as much because Zero could get away with like snipers and probably a little different of a kill, but she would just be a gun character for those. So Terra is doable. You would just have to deal with the weird cycling if that happens and if he tries to knock you off the edge. Pete, easy wipe every time. Hyperius, actually super easy, surprisingly. Master G would also be doable. He would just take a little bit more time. Dragons, super easy. And then Vora could be done if you do not like yourself. And then of course we fought Binary to get to OP10. So I don't think he counts as a raid boss, but he's kind of thick. So he kind of matches the criteria for what I would go do if I was just wiping raid bosses out. And yeah, pretty good. Vermi didn't spawn. Vermi probably would have also gotten the laser treatment, realistically. And then there is Deciduous from Hammerlock DLC. He would probably also get the laser treatment. And he has crit spots, so even if he did try to melee him, we would have to hope for RNG that he could even hit those. And if he can't, then he couldn't do anything. So yeah, that's it for today. Pretty good overall. This character is really, really fun. I'll make one more video about her, and then we'll probably move on.